Another principle for your success is you must prepare to win. You must prepare to win. Welcome to success principle number 2 from the Vietnam War story, Some Gave It All. Now, in success principle number 1, Danny and Soter had just jumped out of a helicopter and they had just scuttled off under fire from the enemy, the Viet Cong and the Vietnamese army, and they had scuttled off into the brush. Now, what does prepare to win have to do with that situation? Well, my friends, it has to do everything. Think about this. Would Michael Phelps have all those gold medals if he had not prepared to win? Think about it. Sure, he was talented, or is talented. Sure, he has what it takes. But if it wasn't for all those hours and hours in the pool, with no reporters, with no cheering fans, he would not have one gold medal around his neck. Michael Jordan would not be the champion basketball player that he is if it hadn't been all those hours behind the scenes, again with no cheering fans and no reporters, putting in the road work to reach that success. As Danny and Soter laid there in the jungle that evening, began to wonder what in the world were they going to do. They're all alone. They got separated from their squad. They're being shot at. The Vietnamese army is meters from their brain, meters from their head, meters from their ear. And think about what they wanted to do. So what does prepare to win have to do with it? Well, back in boot camp, Gunny Plummer had always told them, you never know what part of your training will be the part that will save your life. You never know what drill we go through or what skill we give you will be the one thing that will take you to your success. Well, right there, Danny knew what it was. You see, back at boot camp, they would go eat in the mess hall, and then after they had eaten mess, which is probably pretty accurate in terms of the way the food tasted, after they had left the mess hall, they were asked to go out onto the wet, dry, dusty ground and stand at attention so that the sand fleas could go chew on them. And these sand fleas would crawl all over their bodies and crawl in places that you would not want any kind of bug to crawl into. Your ear, your nose, your other areas. And they weren't allowed to move. They couldn't swat these sand fleas. They couldn't bat them away. And if you twitched at all, then they were forced to dig a 6-foot hole in order to commemorate the process. Well, they learned how to stay perfectly still. And at that moment in the jungle that night, Danny and Soter knew what was saving their life. That how they had been prepared to win. Because they knew, despite how uncomfortable the situation was, they knew how to stay perfectly quiet. Perfectly still. And they did. And they survived that night. You see, you must prepare to win. Have you put in the road work? What skill must you learn to reach your goal? How are you going to get that skill or those skills? How many hours is it going to take for you to become the best that you can be in that area? Well, start today. Find out what those skills are and start preparing. Read a book on that. Read 10 books on there. Join a college class on that particular topic. Get a mentor. But do what you have to do to get the road work done, because that's how you get the gold medal around your neck. That's how you survive the situations that Danny and Soter were in, because they had prepared to win. This is Mark Bowser. Thanks for listening today. God bless you. Mark Bowser here again. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about Danny Lane and the book I had the honor of writing with him called Some Gave It All. Some Gave It All is Danny's experience during the Vietnam conflict. Danny and his fire team of 3 other guys and what they went through. These 4 guys were some of the most decorated of the Vietnam conflict. Danny himself earned 2 Purple Hearts among other medals. Now, What can you learn from Some Gave It All is what I want you to focus on. I want you to take ideas and concepts and survival techniques of what they went through and put it into your life. How can you do the exact same thing? How can you persist in your business deals? How can you be the best that you can be? Now, you may not be too familiar with Danny Lane, so let me tell you a little bit about him. Danny Lane not only was a decorated Marine, when he came home, he became a decorated police officer, detective, and trainer of SWAT, as well as a bodyguard and so forth. He also became one of the greatest martial artists of all time. He's a 9th degree black belt, a grand master. He's one of Chuck Norris's top black belts, and he has trained with Chuck for 38 years. Danny is a 9-time national martial arts champion and a former world kickboxing champion. So, this dude is the real deal. And so, pick up a copy of Some Gave It All. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to learn a lot from how Danny survived and how you can be the best that you can be as well. You can pick it up anywhere books are sold, including Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble. If you want an autographed copy from me, then just go to my website, which is markbowser.com/somegaveitallbook. The link will be in the video description, and I'd be more than happy to autograph that one for you. If you get it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, I don't see those, so I don't actually get to sign those. But if you get it off my website, then I definitely will be able to sign those for you. Hey, you've got what it takes. Take that leap for your success. God bless you.